Guys, by 2026, there have been significant changes in the market for video surveillance camera systems. A new generation of ready-to-use wireless video surveillance camera systems has been released, which now operate up to 400 meters in unobstructed conditions. There's a new combined night shooting feature in video surveillance cameras that normally records using standard infrared radiation. But when it detects a person or a vehicle, the LED lighting turns on and the camera starts recording in color at night. Thanks to this, you will now be able to see the license plates of cars, their color, as well as the color of the clothes of a potential intruder at night. A new generation of PTZ surveillance cameras with the option of automatic tracking of a person has been released. And finally, this option has begun to work efficiently, and not in such a way that the camera constantly lags behind the person's movement or completely loses him or her from the frame. A new generation of ultra-sensitive microphones, a new generation of Sony matrices and AMX processors have also been released, and we'll talk about all of this in this ranking. We've prepared a ranking of the top 5 ready-to-use video surveillance camera systems, which will help you choose cameras with all the latest technical innovations, as well as a system that will work reliably with any internet connection. Before we move on to the ranking, let's first talk about what a video surveillance camera system is, what it should include, and what characteristics and capabilities it should have as of 2026. First of all, the system should include everything necessary for video surveillance. These are cameras with brackets, mounting hardware, cables with connectors that combine both video and power transmission, a video recorder, power supplies, splitters, software, and a hard drive for recording. Secondly, the video surveillance system must be fully adapted for self-installation. Since more and more people don't want to pay even a small amount for installation and prefer to set up the system themselves. Moreover, nowadays there are systems with easy install technology, which allows you to set up a video surveillance system without any special training. You just take it out of the box, plug it into the outlet, and it works. Thirdly, the video surveillance system of 2026 should be of good quality. It should be able to see people's faces and car license plates both during the day and at night. This ranking doesn't include cameras with low-quality sensors and weak processors that would show you nothing but pixels instead of faces, as well as cameras with R5 infrared diodes which have the main issue of constant burnout and a short lifespan. Fourthly, the video surveillance system of 2026 should have a remote viewing feature accessible from your phone. At the same time, this feature should be free and not require a monthly payment for the app like many brands do. This technology should also be compatible with any internet connection and any smartphone. This will help avoid the issues that many regular users face when setting up remote viewing. Fifthly, the system should have built-in motion sensors. This will help save on the budget for the hard drive used for recording, since the cameras will only record when there's movement. The sensor will also allow you to receive alerts on your smartphone via the internet. And the main point is that the sensor is needed for quickly finding the event you need. Imagine you've gone on vacation for 3 weeks, you come back and realize that something like your shovel has been stolen. Without motion sensors, finding events is slow. With them, you quickly find events, e.g. Feb 14, 3:25 p.m. camera 5 motion. 2026 system supports IPs, 3G, 4G modems, and if there are sensors, you'll quickly see on the playback feed that, for example, on February 14th at 3:25 p.m., there was movement on your property captured by the PAN, 5th camera, and you can immediately check that specific moment. Sixth, the video surveillance system of 2026 must work correctly with both static and dynamic IP addresses and 3G, 4G modems. This will help avoid problems when setting up remote viewing, as more and more providers are abandoning static IP addresses in favor of dynamic ones. And without 3G, 4G support from operators, you won't be able to access remote viewing where there's no wired internet, and the internet is only available through a SIM card. Seventhly, the video surveillance system should be adapted to any climate. It should withstand any rain or snow, the lenses shouldn't fog up, and the cameras should work in freezing temperatures as well as in heat. It shouldn't rely on old heating systems, which have issues like high energy consumption and fire hazards when operating in the cold. The system should be energy efficient and safe. And eighth, the system should have WDR and DNR technologies, specifically noting that this will be the updated WDR technology from 2025. Without this technology, buying surveillance cameras is money wasted because sunlight will hit it often, or alternatively, shadows will fall on it, faces darken, and plates unreadable. It needs DNR technology, a good sensor, and solid firmware to prevent failures. And at these moments, all the faces in the frame will be darkened and the license plates of the cars will be unreadable. The video surveillance system should also have DNR technology, a high-quality sensor, and solid firmware to avoid random shutdowns and overloads at the worst possible times. All the ready-made video surveillance systems from our top list today meet every point of this description. and fundamentally differ from each other only in resolution, meaning the quality of the footage and the range of features. Traditionally, this ranking is based on ready-made video surveillance camera systems from the ISON brand. This is the #1 brand in the world for ready-made video surveillance kits designed for DIY installation. In 5th place, we have the updated digital 5-megapixel IP PoE surveillance camera system ISON Alpha, featuring Sony sensors on AMX335 processors, 2.8mm lenses, motion sensors, built-in PoE switches, night eco-lit, illumination, and built-in microphones. The ISON Alpha system is based on ISON IP50SR surveillance cameras, which come with built-in motion sensors that can be adjusted for sensitivity. This will allow you to adjust them properly if, for example, there's a tree in the frame that moves when the wind blows. You can also set the area for the motion sensor to trigger. It's convenient when, for example, a dog or part of the road enters the frame and you don't want the motion sensor to trigger on those objects. The ISON Alpha surveillance cameras have Sony original sensors which provide a more detailed image both day and night compared to regular sensors. There's also the updated 2025 LED illumination, technology for transmitting video plus power over a single cable, PoE, and of course WDR technology. It is worth mentioning separately that matrices are the most important element of any video surveillance camera. It's what's inside the camera, and it's what 90% determines the quality of its footage and its reliability. In addition to the remote viewing function from a smartphone, the ISON Alpha systems also allow for remote downloading of archives. This is really convenient because you can check what happened yesterday or a week ago right from your smartphone, no matter where you are in the world. ISON Alpha systems are available in all possible configurations for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 16, 20, 32, and 64 cameras respectively. 78, 10, 16, 20, 32, and 64 cameras respectively. I should also mention that the ISON Alpha system has more budget-friendly versions. The ISON Sphera F with 2 megapixels, the ISON Sphera with 3 megapixels, and the ISON Alpha S with 4 megapixels. Externally, these systems don't differ from each other, they only vary in resolution. And there's also a more expensive version, the ISON Tron Pro. This is the same video surveillance system, but instead of 5 megapixels, it has 8, with a 4K resolution. This model has almost twice the clarity compared to the ISON Alpha system. We often get asked if there's a noticeable difference in resolution between 2, 4, 5, or 8 megapixels, and the answer here is very simple. 4 megapixel cameras see twice as clearly as 2 megapixel cameras. Provided that we are comparing the same cameras with the same lenses and the same sensors. 1 megapixel is 1 million pixels, meaning 1 million dots on the screen. Accordingly, 4 megapixel cameras have 2 times more dots on the screen, and this difference is 2 times. The same goes for 8 megapixel cameras. They see twice as well and farther than 4 megapixel cameras. In 4th place is the PPOE pan tilt system with 36x zoom and automatic human tracking feature, the ISON Crete Pro X. This video surveillance camera system is designed for large areas such as parking lots, manufacturing and industrial sites, as well as private homes with large properties. The cameras in the ISON Crete Pro X system can see for hundreds of meters thanks to the built-in 36x zoom. They also rotate and have many automatic modes. They can scan your area on their own and automatically start tracking people's movements. Many buyers often choose a simpler video surveillance camera system like the ISON Alpha or ISON Alpha Pro X, and then add one camera from the ISON Crete Pro X system. This model is called the ISON IP50 SPT Z57AI. I should also mention that if you only need one such camera for your area, I can recommend the ISON NFL 1000 Paro model. This is essentially the same camera, but with a 20x zoom, and it can operate independently, using a SIM card, so it doesn't need a recorder or a router. In 3rd place is the most popular video surveillance camera system in the retail category, the ISON Mol Pro X. The surveillance cameras in this system have a vandal-proof dome housing, built-in high-sensitivity microphones, the best Sony sensor with an upgraded processor, and the highest resolution of 8 megapixels 4K, making them the best solution for locations that require dome wide-angle cameras with good detail and high-quality audio and video recording. In 2nd place in video surveillance is the Lux class, an updated 8-megapixel system with motorized lenses, 5x electronic zoom, a Sony sensor on upgraded AMX325 processors, 4K shooting resolution, WDR, DNR features, and a lot of other interesting stuff. The ISON Alpha Pro X video surveillance system. This is Rolls-Royce of video surveillance systems. The standout features of this system are, first of all, the presence of a 5x electronic zoom that can be controlled remotely from anywhere in the world, and of course the resolution and quality of shooting at 8 megapixels 4K on the best Sony sensor with the best processor. I think it goes without saying that the ISON Alpha Pro X video surveillance system has all the same functions as our previous participants, from LED backlighting to modem support. In our ranking, this system comes in second place, although it could easily be placed in first. And in first place, we have the updated wireless IP Wi-Fi video surveillance system with 8 megapixels, the ISON Air Pro Max X, featuring 2.8mm lenses, WDR technology, audio recording, color night illumination, and a lot of other interesting features. As the name suggests, this is a wireless system, meaning there are no wires between the cameras and the recorder. It's important to remember that Wi-Fi signals have their limitations. This system is essentially the most powerful video surveillance in terms of Wi-Fi transmission. It will consistently work at a distance of up to 400 meters in unobstructed conditions and through 3-4 calls in a private home. Also, this system, unlike most other wireless systems, works reliably in rainy conditions and during magnetic storms. And what is very important, like all the systems from today's top, it is fully configured and connected according to the principle of take it out of the box and plug it into the socket. So there are no typical issues with wireless cameras where you have to spend a lot of time figuring out the settings to get the cameras to work. Just like the ISON Alpha system, the ISON Air Pro Max X system has received an updated processor and upgraded OLED lighting by 2026, which gives this system better clarity and detail compared to regular cameras. The system also features WDR technology, works with 3G, 4G modems through a router, has motion sensors with adjustable sensitivity and trigger zones, it allows remote access to the archive. The Sennheiser Pro Max X system comes with options for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 cameras. All the cameras also have built-in high-sensitivity microphones. Be sure to check out the detailed review of this CCTV camera system, where we talked about all the nuances of wireless transmission, as well as in detail about all the options of this CCTV camera system. Similarly, for all the ready-made video surveillance systems in our top list today, we also have detailed video reviews on our channel, where you can get familiar with each option of these models. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, leave your questions in the comments, and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss our new videos.